Welcome to this Essence Health tutorial and guided meditation about resiliency. We're going to talk about resiliency boosters and busters and ways that you can build your resiliency in just 5-minute bursts scattered throughout your day. We'll end with a heart-centered meditation that improves your mental and emotional well-being. So, I want you to think about building your resiliency bank account. It's like there are resiliency boosters and resiliency busters. So, resiliency refers to our ability to bounce back, and that is how our nervous system was designed. If you want more information about the stress response in the nervous system, there's a whole video dedicated to that. So, but we are, by sheer design, how our bodies and minds were developed and built to be able to withstand short-term stress and then bounce right back. So the resilience that we are trying to cultivate is going to improve our ability to bounce back. And it's not just bouncing back, but really being able to thrive under stress. I found this photo of this flower in this inhospitable environment, growing what seems to be against all odds. And I thought that was a beautiful symbol of inspiration for this talk, that we can find growth and beauty and surprising blessings in this time. And Viktor Frankl, he is an author of an old book called Man's Search for Meaning. He was a psychiatrist that was in the concentration camps during the Holocaust of World War II. And he survived. And he says, when we no longer are able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. So I feel like resiliency is a way to cultivate that transformation. So we have an adaptive response to stress or a maladaptive response. So in the green, you see that this is our ability to bounce up and down with challenges and stressors that are a normal part of being a human, and that's how we grow and develop. And the maladaptive response is really allowing your stress to accumulate and accumulate to the point where you never really get back to that ground zero or a still point, so that things really build up and that it's really not hard to get to a 10 out of 10 reaction. And so these resiliency training really helps you become more adaptive. So we're all busy, a lot of people are juggling family at home and multiple roles. So how can we build resiliency in just 5 minutes sprinkled throughout your day? So I thought it'd be helpful to look at a typical day. And so starting the morning, what are some ways? And I divided this into mind, body, and spirit suggestions. So mentally in the morning, you can just do 5 minutes of a breath awareness practice. And it helps to check your mindset for the day. What's your intention? What frame of mind are you bringing to your day? You can also start with gratitude practice, just listing 3 things that you're grateful for every day. There's research showing that hugely changes your well-being. It's really powerful practice. And you can also just take 5 minutes to visualize yourself calm through stressful events during your day, and you're more likely to remember to take those deep breaths if you visualize yourself ahead of time staying calm during those moments. So from a body standpoint, you can take 5 minutes just to do a mindful walk outside, simple yoga stretches, and spending an extra 5 minutes preparing a healthy breakfast. And from a spirit standpoint, you can take 5 minutes and just sit in silence and really feel yourself supported by a higher power. Ask for guidance about something that's concerning and use that time to just wait and listen for an answer. or you may choose to just spend 5 minutes of reading something inspirational and uplifting. Okay, so we've been through your morning and we're at the midday. So, how can we use our midday break to build resiliency? So, it's a good time again to check in with yourself. What's your stress level? What's the tone of your thoughts? Maybe there's something you're grateful for that you can reflect on for just a minute. And then looking at your list of things to do for the rest of your day, what can you let go of? Good time to move your body if you've been sitting all day, or if you've been moving all day, if your job is very physical, it's a good time to rest for 5 minutes. Just looking out the window to nature for 5 minutes and looking and listening, all of that. There's research that helps to relax your whole nervous system. It's huge. Just 5 minutes of looking out your window, or better yet, walking outside or taking your lunch outside and eating healthy, whole foods based lunch with enough protein to give you energy for the rest of your day. And from a spirit standpoint, breathing in gratitude, doing something nice for someone, reaching out to somebody, or just meditating on peace, or visualizing what kind of world do you want. These are all powerful practices. So at the end of your day, similar check in, gratitude. Maybe you turn off the TV and play a game, connect with your family in a different way. Doing something new out of your routine helps the mind. The mind really loves novelty, and that's why it tends to be addicted to technology and smartphones. From a body point of view, go for a run, dance, do whatever, take a bath, you know. Um, Dinner, again, avoiding sugar and caffeine late in the day. And if you're going to watch something, I'd really recommend watching a nature show or something funny or something uplifting. There's too much stress in the real world to use our entertainment time to just wallow in that and add to that kind of feeling. And I also caution, if you're going to watch something or looking at a screen of any kind, to wear blue light glasses, or get the software on your computer that filters out the blue light so that it doesn't interrupt your sleep. And from a spirit standpoint, again, to find just 5 minutes of silence is really important, and doing a heart centered breathing practice, which we're going to do at the end of this video. So, what are some common resiliency busters? So, from a mind standpoint, definitely too much time on smartphones. They're very addictive and manipulative, and I really caution you to set controls around that. Tons of research on anxiety and depression related to different social media and too much news. There's something now called doom scrolling, which you just can't stop looking at bad news. So just trying to snap yourself out of that and set a timer maybe when you're looking at the news. Um, Too much complaining and venting just keeps you in that cycle. So expressing your emotions is great, and finding someone to confide in, but really going on and on with your situation doesn't help anyone. And from a body standpoint, there's a lot: not getting enough sleep, too much TV, again, interrupts the sleep, no physical activity, junk food, and too much alcohol and caffeine. It's like all those things we know. So now's the time to really try just to even do one good practice for your body and your mind. And from a spirit perspective, not spending any time alone or spending too much time alone are both resiliency busters, and not spending any time in nature. And the other big one is seeking outside of yourself for peace and happiness. So, what's your resiliency plan? Well, it's helpful to create an actual plan, write it out, put it in your in your smartphone scheduler, set a timer. Make sure you have a balanced plan of all those different aspects. Inviting family members or friends, a lot of research on that, on how that improves your odds of sticking with a plan. And limiting time on screens again, because you can just waste a lot of time that way. And it's important to make it your own and be creative. The one good side of the internet is that there's so many examples of people being creative during this time that it's really inspirational. And finally, it's really important to remember to be kind. There's a video on self compassion, and that's just a huge component to this. We're all doing the best we can. And so, with that, I want to end this video with a short guided practice, just 5 minutes. So, I invite you to close your eyes and begin to relax. And I invite you to bring all of your awareness to your heart. You can put your hands on your heart if you want, or one hand on your heart, one on your belly, to emphasize that emphasis on the heart. And imagine the breath is coming in and out of the heart. You want to breathe in to a count of 4 and exhale to a count of 6. So again, with the focus at the heart, we'll inhale 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you can continue breathing at that pace with the focus on your heart for just another minute. And I invite you to call to mind something or someone that you're really grateful for. And be specific. Use your imagination, visualize the image, the feeling, and allow your whole system to be filled with that feeling of gratitude. And next, I invite you to call to mind something you're grateful for about yourself. What have you done right in your in mind? What unique contribution do you make to other people's lives? Really appreciate yourself and your efforts during these times. And next, I'd like you to call to mind a way that you are being supported. How are you being supported? What's uplifting you? Really appreciate and savor whatever comes to mind. Okay, take a deep breath and notice how you're feeling in your body, your mind, your heart, just allowing those feelings of gratitude. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. Thank you for watching, and please share if you found this helpful and create that resiliency plan. Your health, your well being is contagious and so important right now. So be well, take care. This is Ann Baker from Essence Health.